Welcome to From the Desk of the Executive Director, and again, we are not at the desk, which I love to get out from behind my desk. We're actually at my club, which is Planet Fitness here in Biloxi. We're with the manager, club manager, Cynthia. What's your last name?
Giesler.
Giesler.
Yes.
Giesler?
Giesler, like
Giesler. Like Giesler, but Giesler. Gotcha. Okay. So Cynthia, you've been the club manager here since when?
December 2020.
December 2020. And before that, you were in various roles. And before that, one of the things I think is really interesting about Cynthia is you've been a social worker, right?
I am
so explain a
licensed.
little bit about your social work background and some of your passions.
Yeah, so I have worked in child welfare and I have also worked in domestic violence. And I have always had a huge heart for those who are, going through tough times. And I always try to do my part. That's why I got into social work, because I wanted to, be the change that I wish to see in the world.
Yep, good old Gandhi, right?
Yes.
Be the change you want to see in the world. That's actually one of my favorite quotes, because that's what it's about, right?
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
so, Cynthia, and you're the one that was kind of the impetus or kind of the idea, right, for having a food drive
Yeah.
for Back Bay Mission. Tell us a
Yeah.
little bit about that.
So Planet Fitness is an amazing organization that always tries to give back to their community. So we're always looking for ways that we can help in the community. And one of those ways that we try to help is by doing food drives during Thanksgiving and Christmas. So I was actually just trying to get a head start on that.
Yeah.
And found out that there was much needed help right now. So with that information, I just had to, get in the right contacts, contact you guys after your special on the news.
Yeah.
We just knew we had to reach out and get together and work together
Yeah.
to help the cause.
That's beautiful. So Cynthia saw a news spot that said we're running low on food because we've seen a huge increase. Actually, now it's about 30% increase. Families in need. Actually, in 1 week, we distributed as much food as we do in an entire month. So there's been a lot of big changes, primarily because of the gas prices, price costs of living, grocery prices. I know I went to buy toilet paper and paper products to bring here just over the weekend, and I was like, oh my goodness, they've increased since last time I went shopping, right? Toilet paper and paper toweling. So
Everything is gone.
and we really, really appreciate what they're doing. This is the table full of food at this point. There's actually more already over there, so we're really grateful. And you actually inspired all of the Planet Fitnesses on the coast to be a part of this?
So I've gotten Ocean Springs, Biloxi, Gulfport, Bay Waveland areas helping out. So a lot of the different clubs that are in our district have decided to jump on board with this and help us out.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So really, really appreciate that. Appreciate what you do, because, for me, and this is a plug for Planet Fitness, right? They're everywhere.
Yeah.
I think it's the largest chain, right?
We have over 2,000 locations worldwide now.
Yeah, over 2,000 locations. There's actually 5,000 members at this club.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, really an important part of your health and wellness, your holistic, right?
Yes.
And it's really reasonable. So like if you are on the side of poverty, you can even afford to come to Planet Fitness
Yeah.
for $10 a month, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And it's so important for your health, for your welfare, for your well-being to exercise. I know for me it is the way I work off the day's struggles and frustrations, because working with people who are on shelter, living in poverty, and we do rehabs on homes. For us, for those of us who work in that field, like you experienced when you were in child welfare, it can be really draining.
Yes.
Right? Because you experience some of their trauma and some of their difficulties, and you kind of take it on. I'm assuming you're an empath?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as an empath,
Definitely.
you kind of take that on.
Yeah.
And you take on some of that energy, and so you need a place to kind of diffuse it, to get rid of it, to re-energize. So for me, when I come here at night with my bottle of energy drink, this kind of charges me up, right? Also puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
So
Definitely helps with that.
any additional words? You grew up here on the coast, right?
I did. This is my home, and I mean, this is where I keep coming back. I move away and come back. So, this is where my heart is, and anything that we can do to help anyone out, we're going to try to do that.
Well, that's beautiful. We really appreciate that kind of help, and I thank you for, I grew up in northern Mississippi, but I've been down here a few times just to go to the water. and I feel like I'm a water baby. I'm assuming you feel that way.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
this is such an incredibly beautiful place, and it's really a huge melting pot, right?
It is. The diversity here is just beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So thank you for your time and energy. Any
Absolutely.
final words?
Um,
If you could, what was it? If you could change something in the world, what would it be? That was something I saw on the board about you.
So my biggest thing is to help with healing. If I could encourage anyone else to do anything else, it would be to give back to your community, to know that, people are less fortunate, and it could be any of us on that side of the desk. It could be any of us, paycheck to paycheck, most of us live, and at any point in time we could be in need of these same services.
Yeah.
So give back when you can. That way you can have a hand up when you need it.
Yep, a hand up. That's exactly what we talk about at Back Bay. It's not a hand out, but a hand up. And we
Yes.
hope that as this food is distributed, it relieves people's budget so they don't have to be homeless, right? So they have a bag of food, a week's worth of groceries, so that they can stay in their home, they can afford their bills, and I think that's really important. But what you said is true. Any of us could be on the other side, right? And we're all just a situation away from a situation.
Yeah.
And I know when I stopped in here and talked to you, you said that really if there's any superpower you could have, it would be healing, like you said. And I think that's a part of our challenge as people, is to bring healing to others. I always kind of say that we're all like wounded healers, that we bring healing out of the wounds that we experience in life, and we offer those to other people. So
Yeah, definitely.
yeah.
I say that too. You can only meet somebody as deeply as you've met yourself.
Wow, you can only meet, oh geez, somebody as deeply as you've met yourself. Now I got goosebumps and chills. That's going to end up in one of my messages. I appreciate that. So thank you very much, Cynthia, for doing this and for being a catalyst for change, right?
Absolutely.
That's what it's about.
Absolutely.
Thank you. So thank you for joining us, and as always, support Back Bay Mission in whatever ways you can. So thank you.